Hello students, we will start with chapter 1.2 today, and this story is an adventurous story. Adventure means something done for daring, but here the family that we are going to learn about had fallen into such a situation, had come across such a situation that they had to be stranded on an island, but they did not lose hope and they made most of it and survived on that particular island. Yes, why? Because of their good qualities. We will learn in the lesson what qualities of theirs made them stay there and survive and make that island their home. Now, going to the chapter, it is a synopsis, the Swiss Family Robinson. Synopsis means a summary. Actually, this is a full record kept by the family, by the father of the family, who had kept a full record of in two big volumes. But this lesson is just a summary. Summary means a short form of the story. The Swiss Family Robinson. Swiss means a family from Switzerland. Going to the lesson, the Swiss Family Robinson is a well-known adventure novel. Adventure means done for daring. It was their daring, their guts, that people of many countries have enjoyed. Many countries. The stories are enjoyed by people. It has been read by people of many countries for more than 200 years. So if you go to see, the story has taken place a long time back. It has also been made into graphic novels. Now, what are graphic novels? Novels that have pictures, yes, and films. The novel written by the Swiss clergyman Johann Davis Wyss. Yes, Swiss clergyman. A Switzerland clergyman means a priest. Yes, fathers who are in the church, a priest. John Davis Wyss is not just an adventure. It aims at teaching young people values. Values means qualities. Children, please take a pencil in your hand. Values means qualities like self-reliance. Now, what is self-reliance? Self-reliance means self-dependent. Yes, not depending on others. So, young people have to learn these qualities. Determination. Determination means great courage. What means determination? Courage. Love for your family. Now, students, if you want to live a happy life, a life which fulfills, you have to have love for your family because you have to live together. Cooperation. You have to cooperate. Cooperate with your family, yes, and then only you can survive. And prudent use of resources. Prudent. A very wise use of resources. It also has good lessons relevant in natural sciences, good husbandry, and even mathematics. Relevant means which is connected. Okay, so the story has some connections in natural sciences. Now, what is natural sciences? Like learning about nature, how to use the nature, like the geography of the place, yes, the climate of that place, which animals are there. Then good husbandry, learn the use of animals, domestication of animals, the cultivation of crops. Yes, all this comes under good husbandry. And even mathematics, because they build homes, and building homes, is like construction. And construction, you have to use geometry, you have to have calculations of it, all that. Some elements of the novel do stretch reality to a certain extent. Do stretch reality to a certain extent means some parts of the novel, of course, you cannot believe it. It is unbelievable. It is like not true. Yes, which we cannot feel that it has happened. But we must consider that it is a work of fiction, and therefore we have to know that it is just a work of fiction. Fiction means imagination. It's not a true story and not a fact file. It's not a fact file, not a true story. Given below is a synopsis. It is a summary and outline of its basic story. Going to the story, William, Elizabeth, and their children. William, the father, Elizabeth, the mother, and their children. Yes, how many children? 4. That is, had been traveling in a ship. They were traveling in a ship when the ship was caught in a great storm. Yes, you know, the ship came across a storm, lot of breeze and all, and the ship was swaying, about to sink. The other passengers evacuated. The other passengers took the small boats and left the ship because the ship was in middle of the sea there. So there are some small boats, lifeboats. You might have seen the Titanic, how they take the small boats and they leave. So they evacuated. Evacuated means left the ship. Without them, William and his family, including the young children. Now that time the children were very young. Fritz, Ernest, Jack and Franz. Yes, so 4 boys. Fritz, Ernest, Jack and Franz were left to survive alone. They were left to look after themselves, live alone in such a great storm. They weathered the great storm. Still for all, they weathered, they fought the great storm. They survived the great storm. Waiting in the ship's hold. Now waiting in the ship's hold. Hold means what? A space which is kept in the ship for cargo. Yes, cargo means all jo saman rehta hai na. So it was quite a bit like a place which was safe. The ship survived the night and the family found themselves within sight of a tropical desert island. The next morning, now the ship survived the night. Of course, the ship did not go down. Night, it was still floating, and they found, because of the breeze, the ship was just floating and came close to an island. And that island was a tropical desert island. Desert means there were not many trees and it was close to the tropics. The next morning they decided to get to the island. They could see beyond the reef. Now reef means what? Rocks. The island was not very close, so they could see. There were a lot of rocks in the way, but they could see the island. And that is why they decided to go to the island. Yes, and now to go to the island, they could not take the ship. Could they take the ship? No. So let's see what they did. With much effort, they constructed a vessel out of tubs. Yes, they constructed a vessel out of tubs. You will see this. Yes, a vessel out of tubs. Okay, a vessel out of tubs. Yeah. After they filled the tubs with food and ammunition. I told you, the ship had a lot of stocks. So many things they took from the ship. Food, ammunition. Ammunition means some weapons. Yes, because every ship has weapons stocked in it. And all other articles of value. All other things that they would require of valuable things. They could safely carry. They rowed towards the island. Rowed means took the boat, the small, the thing, towards the island. The 2 dogs from the ship named Turk and Juno swam beside them. So you can see this correctly, 2 dogs, yes, and the tubs and some ammunition, yes. So like that they took it from the ship. The ship's cargo of livestock, some animals also, guns and powder, carpentry tools, guns, powder means what? Gunpowder, borrowed, carpentry tools, books, and disassembled pinnace. Disassembled pinnace means just taken some other small things. Yes, that is all the things that they could require. And provisions had also survived. some things had survived because the ship did not go sink at once. Over the next days, we will continue with the next part